Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. Today's video, I'm coming to you with a top 10 video, and on this video I'll try to rank 10 of my Chanel Les Exclusives within my collection. I was able to scrounge up 10 of them because I don't have the whole line, but I have some that are in the Eau de Parfum concentration, some in the Eau de Toilette concentration, and some in the Parfum concentration. So let's see where I have them ranked. Now, I did record a video where I just talked about the fragrances from Chanel that I have in my collection. This will be my first time attempting to rank them. I'm only going to, again, rank the Les Exclusive line. I do have the Pure Parfum of Chanel No. 5 and also Coco, but those are not part of the Les Exclusive line, so those won't be included in here. Also, Chanel has been getting a lot of talk nowadays because they're releasing a new fragrance called Comment, and I'll try to test it whenever it comes in stores. But then also everybody's been talking about the new price hike, where the prices in the US went up from $450, I believe, to $500 for the 200 ml bottles, and I think they went up to like $375 or something crazy like that for the 75 ml. As far as here in Kuwait, they did go up. I believe they might have gone up about the same, about $50, which is about 15 KD 1.5. I am happy that I was able to get all of the ones I wanted prior to these price increases. Most of them I got were testers, and then even though they were testers, if the retail price goes up, then the gray market price will go up as well. So let's go ahead and start with number 10. Number 10 on my list is one of the most recent purchases, if not the most recent Les Exclusive purchase, and this one is 31 Rue Cambon. It's the address of, I believe, the first Chanel location. And this one I just picked up because I asked the guy, you know, if you come across it, let me know, and he did. Even though I had tested a few times and it really didn't speak to me, and it still kind of doesn't now. I do have it on now. I wore it as my scent of the day, and as a woody chypre, it just, for right now, it doesn't do anything for me. I'll try to hang on to it for a little bit. I've wore quite a bit of it so far, just trying to get to know it. And all of the Eau de Parfums, if I mention it, they've been released in 2016. This one has black pepper, bergamot, iris, ylang ylang, lapdanum, and patchouli. There's no oak moss, but they replaced it with the patchouli. I mean, it's a nice woody scent, but it's not my favorite. Every single one that I will mention, I do like a little bit more than this one. So that's number 10, 31 Ruk Campo. Number 9 on the list, I believe I got before 31 Ruk Cambon, but it's a recent one as well, and it's a like an iris powdery type of scent, which aren't my favorite, but I did want to have one in my collection, even though I have at least one other, and this one is Misia. It's a 75 ml bottle. This is a Eau de Toilette concentration that was released in 2015. I have a bunch of 200 mls, and I had a choice to purchase because they had the Eau de Toilette in the 200 and the 75 ml, but I just didn't like it as much, I don't think, to warrant paying the extra price to have the 200 ml. But I think it's a great scent. I like it more than 31 Ruk Cambon at the moment. It was released in 2015. Again, some of the notes on this one are lychee, aldehydes, rose, raspberry, peach, violet, orris, benzoin, and tonka bean. And this one, again, if you like iris and sweet scents, I think that you would like this one. I actually would wear this more than 31 Ruk Cambon at the moment, so that's why I have this one at number 9, Misia Eau de Toilette. Let's keep it moving. Number 8 on the list, I went with the Parfum version of Bois de Zille, and this one is the Pure Parfum concentration. Bois de Zille was one of the original 4 Chanel perfumes. Now they're in the Les Exclusive line, but it's one of the 4 originals. It was released in 1926. The Parfum from Fragrantica says it has sandalwood, gingerbread, tonka bean, vetiver, ylang ylang, vanilla, rose, jasmine, and almond. And I ended up it's hard to actually come across like the full range of the Parfum ones. When I saw this one was available, I did purchase it. I did own Bois de Zille in the Eau de Parfum concentration at a 200 ml, but I sold it. It just didn't project or last very long. So I was hoping that the the parfum would, and it does, but I'm just still, it's like I like sandalwood in fragrances, but I more like sandalwood, you know, as a concept more than having it be like the main star in a fragrance, which is why I have this one at number 8. Number 7 on the list, I went with Coromandel, which is a beautiful scent. This one is the Eau de Parfum concentration. I have not smelled the Eau de Toilette or have seen it. I just got hip to it last year. It was released in 2016, as all the Eau de Parfums have been. All right, the notes on this one are orange, neroli, white chocolate, patchouli, benzoin, frankincense, and that's pretty much it. There's more notes in it, but that's what I wanted to talk about. This one I have at number 7 on the list. Reason being is that, you know, it crept up on the list for me. It's a beautiful scent. It was one I stayed away from just because everybody online was calling it a patchouli scent, and I do not like patchouli like that. But once I wore it, I tested a few times, I really began to enjoy it. Even when I wear it, I get compliments from it. But right now I like a few more of the Les Exclusive line, a little bit more. Moving on. Number 6 on the list is a great Eau de Cologne style fragrance, and this is none other than Chanel Eau de Cologne. This is a fragrance that I believe you have to have in a 200 ml bottle, or else it's not worth it. It was released in 2007. This one is an Eau de Toilette concentration from what I remember. So it's not an Eau de Cologne concentration, just an Eau de Cologne style. It has lemon, bergamot, neroli, petitgrain, musk, and tonka bean. It's a lovely Eau de Cologne style scent. It is to me a little bit more unique than like a 4711. It's not so neroli forward. This is the type of fragrance that if I came up, again, this is a tester bottle, so if I were to come across another tester bottle, this is something that I would buy again, just because you know, citrus fragrances are so fleeting. You have to go through a lot of it. I still have quite a bit left, but this is something that I definitely would buy again, even though it's not in my top 5. Let's keep it moving. Number 5 on the list is starting to become an absolute love for me, and this one is Bois Eau de Parfum. I believe this one only comes in an Eau de Parfum concentration. This is the only one of the 200 mLs that I did not buy a tester of, but I did want it, so I had to tell my guy, if it comes up, let me know. I had to pay quite a bit more for it because it wasn't a tester bottle, but I wanted to get it. And this is one of those fragrances where I actually thought that, you know, bought it hoping it would grow on me, and it actually did. This one is considered, I believe, a aromatic fougere. This one has lavender, of course, grapefruit, lemon, geranium, heliotrope, moss, and sandalwood as some of the notes. And this is just a lovely wear. It was between this and Jersey. Jersey, I automatically loved that one at first sniff. But again, Bois is a great, this is one of probably the most of the masculine ones in the collection, because it is an aromatic fougere, and that is the concept behind the fragrance, is to smell like a woman smelling like they're wearing their boyfriend's clothes or their husband's clothes. So this one is moving on up for me. Right now it's at number 5. It may take over Jersey, we'll see. I really enjoyed wearing it yesterday. Number 4 on the list was the most recent release from Chanel, and that was in 2020, and this one is Le Lion. This one was a crazy story. I mean, the newer ones I was not focused on, because before, when I first started getting into Chanel, especially the Les Exclusive line, I was just focused on like kind of the classics. So I sort of stayed away from them until last year. And I tried Le Lion, and that labdanum note was just coming through. I was like, wow, this reminds me of something. Like, it was familiar, the note was familiar. And I was like, wow, this is actually top notch. I'm gonna have to get this one. So when I realized that, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get some of these like other amber fragrances that I have in my collection. So again, Le Lion was released in 2020, and the notes on this one are bergamot, lemon, labdanum, amber, vanilla, patchouli, and sandalwood. And this is just the top of the line labdanum amber type of scent, to where this could, in my opinion, could be the only one that you have in your collection from that style, even though they're not similar to any of the other type of like labdanum, sweet, ambery, labdanum fragrances. But this one really kind of blew me away. Is great quality. It has this still kind of like a Chanel style to it. It's like elevated style of a labdanum scent. I like it a lot, and I'm glad I got it in my collection. Before I move on to the next one, my guy got the tester of this one. I didn't think he was going to come through, so I ended up getting 75 ml one in the packaging, but I didn't open it to see if this guy was going to call me. You know, they usually don't come through if they say they're going to call, but in fact he called, so I had to run down and grab it. Then I was like, oh, I'm not going to keep both bottles, so I was sitting on Le Lion for a while until it eventually sold. So now this one's the only one I have in my collection. I think this is all that I need. Let's keep it moving. Number 3 on my list is still up there for me just because I love lavender, and this one is Jersey Eau de Parfum. I don't think that I would get like the parfum concentration of this, but this is just a beautiful, heavily lavender scent. It's considered a woody floral musk. It was released in 2016. This one has lavender, of course, white musk, tonka bean, vanilla, jasmine, rose. To me, I just pretty much just get lavender and like some sweetness from the vanilla and the tonka bean. This one is just like a meditative type of scent. I still really love it. This is something that I would like to wear in the evenings, like to wear around the house. It's work, work safe. It's a friendly fragrance that nobody would be offended by. But this one is top of the line lavender type of scent. I haven't smelled anything this good as far as a super heavy lavender type of scent. So this one I have at number 3. Number 2 on the list, you probably can guess, is Cuir de Russie. This is my 75 ml Eau de Toilette concentration. I haven't wore much of it just because it is an Eau de Toilette, which is of course discontinued. They were released in 2007. This to me is one of the best, if not the best, leather fragrance out there. This Eau de Toilette was released in 2007. And it has orange blossom, bergamot, mandarin orange, leather, birch tar, tobacco. Now, let me see if I can find, I believe this one came out in the 20s as well. Yes, it was originally released in 1924. So this one and my number 1 are just fragrances that, you know, just the way that they smell. Just imagine smelling like that such a long time ago, I think is pretty crazy because they smell so like timeless to me. Cuir de Russie I like so much, and I only have this Eau de Toilette concentration. I don't want to get the Eau de Parfum, but I did get the Parfum concentration of Cuir de Russie. So I have this one. I prefer this one a little bit more than the Eau de Toilette, but they pretty much give you the same vibe. Only thing about this one, I got a steal on the Eau de Toilette. It was already discontinued. I found it. I got it for less than retail, brand new in the box. The only thing with these the parfums is that you have to buy them retail. Unfortunately, I've never gotten a deal on any of these. So let's go on to my number 1, which I've mentioned a number of times. And my number 1 is none other than Chanel number 22. This is the Eau de Parfum concentration, which was released in 2016. Chanel number 22 was originally released in 1922. And so this is another one that I believe that just would be mind-blowing to me to wear, to be wearing like 100 years ago. So this one, again, was released in 2016. So the notes on this one are, of course, aldehydes, lily of the valley, neroli, ylang ylang, rose, vanilla. And ever since when I first smelled this, I just said, you know, I had to have it. I believe I paid retail for this bottle, if I'm not mistaken. But I was able to get a tester bottle of a 200 ml bottle. So I have plenty of it. You might be able to see. Right now, you can't really tell. But this one is a little bit darker than the other one. They're supposed to get darker over time. But Chanel number 22 is just my all-time favorite Chanel fragrance. I think it just encapsulates, you know, the spirit or the essence of the company at the time. You know, of course, because it's similar to Chanel number 5 without like any of the animalic type of tones to it. And for me, it had me on a hunt getting different aldehydic type of fragrances. But I just came to the realization that, you know, why waste money trying to buy like the same thing? I might as well just wear, if I want to wear an aldehydic type of scent, I'll just wear number 22. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 Chanel Les Exclusives ranked in my collection. What are some of your favorite Chanel Les Exclusives? Are you interested in trying to purchase or check out the new one? What did you think of my list? I'm sure some people probably might be upset where I placed 31 Rue Cambon, or how I actually feel about it at the moment. Just let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.